Well, hello from Binacalan, Bagak, Philippines. This is day 3 of our landscaping project. It rained very hard yesterday, and it rained very hard all day today. But they came today. They didn't come yesterday, so this is actually their second day working. And they got most of the front yard planted. They raked it all up. They got all the rocks out of it. They got it all pretty much graded. I think we got a little work down here. We need a little more dirt here because everything is going around the corner and going like that when I want it in the drain. I want it high enough to where it comes over the lip here and goes in the drain. But yeah, 4 of them. Kind of wild how they do it. They just take the little pieces of grass and lay them on the ground, and the other dude comes with this big old stamper and just blah, 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 and just plants them. It's kind of wild. Kind of what I was doing in the backyard when I was transplanting grass. I would just throw them down, just take my boot and stomp on them. That's basically what they're doing. Like I said, you can see we got some more grading to do. They got all that dirt over here, but it's just all mud. That's supposed to go into the planters, however much is left. So I guess tomorrow, they're coming back tomorrow, rain or shine, and finish the front yard. They got, like I said, they got some more over here. I'm just paying to do to the grade, to the drain. We may do the rest of it, but I want to see how this turns out. It's not cheap. I know it's a lot of work, but I'm not gonna. If I did all the backyard and this other side, it would be probably more than the front and over in this area. So they got to grade all this out, obviously, and then they're gonna start filling the planters, and then we got them getting us some plants for back here, bulbelias, and then I got some other plants to plant along here. So we'll see where they go tomorrow. Hopefully, we're gonna grab some of this dirt, take it over there where I was showing you that we need a little more dirt in this corner, and yeah, just wanted to document day 2. And then they planted the Giovanna tree that my wife wanted. Giovanna, something like that. So he gave this to us, and I told my wife, I said, good Lord, I think it's got problems. And she said, nope, it'll grow up straight. He said it would. And then I asked him today, I said, is this thing gonna go straight? I asked him twice. And he said, oh yeah, yes sir, it'll go straight up in the air. So, okay. I can always chop it down and put another one in the ground. I got 4 Giovannis in the back, and they're about 5 or 6 feet high. But Mama did want to transplant one of those here, so. This is supposed to be a top of the line Giovanni tree, so we'll see what happens. We trimmed up the lemongrass so they can plant all the way to, I got rocks all the way around it. They planted grass all the way up to it. I thought they were gonna get more dirt and fill in up to the broken concrete, but like everything I do, what I think and what happens are usually not the same. So I was out here the other day working over my translator with the guy. So, alrighty. We're coming back tomorrow. That'll be day 3 working. And yeah, they ought to be able to should be able to get the rest of this side done and get working on that. It's just a muddy mess that Doesn't seem to bother them. They're just working the rain. It's been raining hard. All right, take care. The second day of work. Later. He said take 4. Take care. Here's Ronaldo. He don't care if it's raining out or not. He just wants to play, play, play. There's no lightning, or we wouldn't be out here. It's just very, very, very hard rain. And he don't care. It's raining like crazy, man. What are you doing? Yeah, you got wet that time. All right. Hey, all right. We have wrapped up our project we have going on. Our latest project we had going on. I misspoke yesterday. I said it was, I think, day 3 or day 4. Anyway, I was off one. But I'm just gonna loop all these together or blend them all together. So I'm learning I don't have to say Benakawan Bagak, the Philippines, every time, because I only need to say it once at the beginning. So I will be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I'm usually not real happy about the product of work that we get here. Like I say, it's rough in work. It all needs to be finished off in my mind, in my view. But this landscaping job was fantastic. His name is Jeffrey. And the only reason I can remember that name is because that was one of my best friends growing up, his name. And if his name was Frank, I would have already forgot it. Sorry, Frank. But I'll spin this around and show you. And man, these guys they cleaned all my tools. They cleaned my wheelbarrow. They cleaned up everything. I did drop a hint, asked them if I could walk on the grass to get a plastic cup they left out there in the middle. They didn't pick up on that, but overall, just, it looks so nice. So I will spin this around. It's fall grass. He said I'm not even gonna have to cut it, which is just, that's as good as cement. If I don't have to do anything to it. So, like I say, I will show you what they did. We put some extra plants, some mobilias up in the corner. I'll just go ahead and spin this around and point it out. So this is the area where the planters are at. We just had another crew did the planters. And so they brought a bunch of dirt in. They elevated up to the top. So now I don't have a pond 3 inches down from the concrete. It's real nice. I didn't even ask them. I told them that I was going to, in the future, take the plants out of the backyard and move them up here. But they did that. These 3 plants here. These plants here are new bougainvillea plants. There's 4 of them they brought up. And then these evergreens they brought from the backyard. I really didn't plan on bringing these up to the front, but hey, they're fine. They'll be good. The dog won't, he just pees on them every morning, so they're all turning brown anyway. He'll have a little harder time up there. But he's a knucklehead and he'll probably figure it out. But you can see how nice it looks. I got to keep this wet, which should not be a problem for a while because it just rains like crazy. Like I say, they picked up all their mess, cleaned all the tools, and yeah, that'll look. And they trimmed up some trees because I had trees that were hanging down, branches hanging down. They trimmed all those up and they hauled them off and put them in the back. In the front yard. I think I put on a video yesterday that about half of that was, it started off like an inch and it went down to 2 inches and 3 inches. And all the water was running around my drains. So I pointed that out to them today. And yeah, they leveled that out so that, the water should flow up on the concrete into the drains. But yeah, the only thing that I thought they were going to do and they did not is do the dirt a little higher around the concrete. I might have said that yesterday. Like right there, I thought they were going to put some dirt up there. But that's something I can do in the future. That's no big deal. But yeah, so if anybody's in the area who wants a recommendation on a landscaping crew, a little pricey, I thought. We had another bid for a clean yard, which meant that they didn't have to dig up any of the old grass. The other group wanted, I think it was $240 per square meter, 240 pesos per square meter. And this guy, and then if it was a clean yard, it was 200. If they had to clean the yard, it was 240. This guy here he cleaned the yard and gave us the 200 price. So I'm sure that's as clear as I can get. But yeah. So I'm going to wrap up this series of new grass and new plants, landscaping. I'll walk in the back here and show you where they took out the plants. Because my intention is not to have any trees or plants in the grass, so I can go high speed and I don't have to go around 30 different plants. So they were all right here. So like I say, I put the rubber tree over there, which I doubt if it's going to make it. And then I got a couple little cleanup here, no big deal. I think they left some in the ground still, minimal. Then I got a bunch of grass that they pulled out of the front. It's caribou grass. I got a pile of it there, and I'll just stomp it in this area here, and it'll take off. And then maybe next year I'll have them come back and do our backyard, the side over there in the backyard. That's all the grass I got. And I'm probably going to take those plants that are in the pots over there and plant those up there too. I'll stick them in. They've been in those pots so long. Alrighty, well, yesterday I made about a 30-minute video talking about the beachfront lot we're buying and some of the things we dealt with on that, in case it would help anybody, or if anybody just wanted to kind of get a kick out of what kind of oddball stuff that goes on here as compared to at least the US. But about 17 minutes into the 30 minutes, my microphone started squealing. So I just erased the whole darn thing. I don't know how to edit, so one of these days I'll kick something out. I think it's interesting. It'd be interesting if somebody's looking for property, because I've learned some stuff there that in my process that'll help other people. Just at least, if nothing else, just to be aware. So there we go. It just got done raining. The next project is Mama wants to close in the caboo so that when we have people over, sometimes we get a lot of people and it gets pretty full in there. They can just come out here and crash out. You got the caboo. It's got like a big resting area for a bed. It's got a fan light in it. And then you got the bathroom, the CR right there. So that's the next project that she wants to get done. And then we need to get somebody up on the roof. I want him to retorque the roof bolts and check for any kind of rust that may be coming up, because all the products we get here are crap. So 2 years, I wouldn't mind checking everything. And they need to go and seal up all these gutters, because every gutter leaks where the seal's at. And then we got downspouts that don't function as they should with they're not sealed. You can see that up there, they're not sealed. So that's just maintenance work basically. When I was 30 I could do that, but I'm not going to get up there on the top of the roof. Hell, I have a hard enough time walking across the driveway. So y'all take care, be safe, later.